This week we're helping 3 roommates make the most of their rental home. And there's a little extra pressure here because one of them is my daughter.
You convinced me. Good job.
What do you think so far?
Unbelievable.
If you watch our show often, you know it's about helping homeowners improve their homes. But for a lot of folks, the house they rent is home. So this week, we're helping my middle daughter, Melanie, and her 2 roommates, Kate and Laurel, make some improvements they can take with them whenever they decide to move out of this rental house.
We met in college. We were in the same sorority.
One of the downsides to having a house is
We don't have a lot of freedom to change anything, so it's outdated, it's a little dark, and there's really not much we can do about that.
Well, since we have 3 dogs and a house kind of benefits us a little bit more, we have a little bit more room for them to run around. I have a sassy little French bulldog named Charlie.
I have a Springer Spaniel named Birdie.
and I have a golden retriever named Ollie.
Well, when somebody's at the door, they definitely let us know. They bark, but I don't know that they would
Defend us.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we complement each other really well in how we like to take on home improvements. I think Melanie's very, very analytical and likes to be very precise.
Well, my roommates always come to me with questions, and so then kind of falls on me to find the solution by calling up my dad.
And that's my cue. And this reminds me of maybe the, I don't know, year I graduated from high school. It's that old.
Yeah, we like to brighten it up, but I know since we're just renting that we can't paint it, so.
Right. Maybe there's something that we can cover, at least part of this, that will be removable when you leave. We'll have to give some thought to that. I think we can come up with something on that.
There's another thing. We have a great patio out there, but it just gets so dark. There's only 2 really small lights. These are the only 2 lights that light the whole patio at night, so it gets pretty dark.
It would be dark out here. Well, there's got to be a way we can get some more lighting out here without doing a lot of electrical work. Is that, I guess that's a switch, right?
That's just a single outlet.
Well, that's our source for the power. Okay, what about the string lights that cover an area like this? What do you think?
Is it gonna look like we left them after Christmas?
No, we won't get that kind. That would be bad. That'd be real tacky, wouldn't
yeah.
it? Okay, well, no, the exposed bulbs, you see them on the outdoor cafes and that kind of thing that they have overhanging like that. We could probably do that and arrange something on the fence there to support it.
Yeah. All right, so I have one more thing to show you, and it's at the front door. So as you can see, this peephole is a little high for me.
A little high.
Even in heels, I can't quite make it.
Boy, you can't see anybody then that knocks on the door.
No, so whether it's a UPS guy or Girl Scouts, you know, I'd like to feel a little bit more secure.
Yeah, that would be a lot better to be able to see exactly who's out there. I'll tell you, the video doorbells are so inexpensive. Now, you got a doorbell out there now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the video doorbells are so inexpensive, so easy to install, that I think that would be the way to go. So Chelsea and I began planning a way to make some improvements that won't be permanent. Besides the video doorbell, we want to add an electronic lock for more security and replace the old shower heads with shower wands to make bathing their 3 dogs a little easier. So the first thing to tackle is that dark, dated den. And Chelsea's idea is to add a new, lighter, temporary backing to the built-in bookcases.
Okay, before we take everything off the shelves, does someone have a phone on them?
I'll take a picture of it.
Okay, and we want to make sure the wine bottles go back in the exact same spot. Lots of fun colors.
Lots of fun house parties contributed to these.
All right, so my crazy idea is to put poster board up against the back of the bookcases.
Okay.
Poster board is very inexpensive and it's easy to work with. Plus you can paint it to get a different style or different colors depending on your personal taste. A lot of poster board has a matte side and a shiny side, so you want to make sure you're using the same sheen when you're using it on your bookcase. You're supposed to put the stickers on the same side as the price tag.
Laurel and I had the duty of cutting some of the poster board, and without paying attention, we started taping the side that had the poster board label on there.
That was me that did it. Yeah.
Just can't find good help these days.
Oh, wait. It may be good to buy some extra.
Ollie boy. It's cool, I'll work around you. Ollie is Melanie's child, which makes Ollie my furry nephew. All right, the last piece. What do y'all think?
I think it looks great. It definitely brightens it up.
The seams aren't that noticeable as is, but we'll definitely be able to cover it up with things. Get our picture and get everything back up here. All right, how's my spacing?
You're a little off. Not great, it'll do.
I'm always right.
Chelsea always thinks that she's going to be right automatically.
So sometimes we butt heads.
Maybe I should be in charge of the picture and you
Okay,
can be
so
in
now
charge of
this.
decorating.
Yeah.
But I think it turned out I was right in that one.
Awesome.
Easy
now we
enough.
can get a direct comparison of what it looks like before and after. Definitely better after.
Love it.
I am not a house cleaning expert. My wife can attest to that. But I do have a really cool tip I want to share with you about how to clean surfaces you can't easily vacuum. And it's making a dusting wand out of a yardstick and a cotton sock. Just take the sock and slip it over the end of the yardstick, then secure it with a rubber band. Slip the rubber band on. And now take some dusting spray and liberally spray both sides of the sock. And now we're going to clean under this couch. You can see there's only about a ½ inch of space. There's no way a vacuum would ever fit under there. But the yardstick with the sock slides right under, no problem. Let's see. Whoa, look at that. We have a dog in this house, obviously, but you can see after just a few seconds how much dust and dirt you can collect with this sock. Now when it gets really dirty, you can just pull it off, throw it in the laundry, slip on another sock, and keep on dusting.
This week, we're working on some renters renovations with my daughter Melanie and her 2 roommates, Kate and Laurel. You know, we're having a lot of fun here, helping Melanie, Laurel, and Kate with a few of the projects here on their rental house. And the good thing about it is anything that we're moving or changing here, we'll be able to put it in this storage bin so that when they do move, they can reinstall everything so that that can keep the landlord happy. And you do need to check with the landlord, especially when you're replacing a light fixture and installing a ceiling fan that Kate has wanted to install for a long time. Now, you've wanted this for a while, but this wasn't doing the trick?
I mean, it was working well, but with this small room, I kind of need a little bit more space.
So once we make some room to work, Kate turns off the breaker, controlling the circuit before I remove the old fixture and disconnect it from the wiring. All right, we really hit it lucky with this situation because you really have to have that box secured well to the framing that you have on the ceiling. And I went in the attic earlier and took a couple pictures, which I was glad to find. That metal box is secured directly to the bottom of one of the ceiling joists with some screws. So we're good because this is a lot heavier than the light fixture, so we can move forward with assembling the fan.
Awesome.
Of course, we got my tools here. I assume this is your Louis Vuitton tool bag.
I feel like Danny always likes to put in a few one-liners, so when he saw the Louis Vuitton purse, I don't think he could help himself.
Of course, I never want to disappoint. Before we assemble the ceiling fan, we need to pack away the old fixture in the storage container. Ceiling fans aren't difficult to put together, but following the instructions is very important because the order of assembly makes all the difference in how easy the job goes. In no time, we have the fan installed.
Okay, that looks good. In case you need it one night.
And the room put back in order.
Okay, that's about right.
Okay, well, what do you think?
I think it looks fantastic.
And you can feel the breeze already, and that's not even on high.
Yes.
So that should be pretty good. Hey, I gotta say, I love the portraits of Charlie. That is really cool.
She looks at the paintings and kind of tilts her head, and I wonder, does she know that that's what she looks like?
Back in Melanie's bathroom, Chelsea is about to help her install a brand new shower head.
Right, I'm glad we dressed the part and matched the shower stall today.
Yep, went right in.
I think it's safe to say that light blues and light greens are a family favorite color.
All right, we're gonna get that new shower head installed, but we need to take the old one off first. So Melanie, this is an important lesson for you, to put the Teflon tape on clockwise, because that's the way you tighten it. The other way, it would unravel it.
It's also important to thread the new shower head on slowly and carefully so that it doesn't cross-thread. Next, the hose for the shower wand threads into the head itself before the girls test their work.
All right, take this sprayer and wet down the whole shower, and then I can clean it with the Wet and Forget shower spray while you install the other shower head.
This shower spray is great because it takes all the hard work out of cleaning. You simply spray down the shower once a week after the last shower of the day. No scrubbing or wiping, just spray it on. fixtures, glass enclosures, tiles, everything. Then the next day, you just rinse down the surface before or during your shower. Meanwhile, in the other bathroom,
Okay, what is this for?
the student has become the teacher.
Keeps it from leaking through these threads here.
We're pretty used to Melanie taking charge on projects.
So we're gonna go clockwise,
Why not the other way?
because when we screw this on, it'll be clockwise. And so tighten the tape up.
Mel is the handiest person I know, so that was no surprise there that she knew exactly what to do, exactly what to use, everything.
So Chelsea, I'm really curious ever since you told me about the smart lock.
You take just the hardware off the inside of the door. So see, it comes with adapters, so it fits to any different brands of locks.
Oh, I got you. So they'll be able to unlock this with
On
their smartphone.
smartphones, exactly. All right, and we actually want it to be unlocked for installation.
You read the instructions, huh?
I did.
This is really building my curiosity
Where the
here.
batteries are.
Oh, wait a minute.
All right, so first close your door and rotate the lock until it's locked. Okay, door is locked. Next, rotate in the opposite direction by hand until your door is unlocked. All right, door is unlocked.
How am I doing so far?
You're doing great.
Okay, good.
Finally, tap the green circle on the screen below to test your lock. That's cool. Your lock has been successfully calibrated. Back to work.
Okay.
Having a dusk to dawn light greet you at your entrance makes for a more safe feeling when you come into your home after dark. And there are a couple of options to get that. You can either install a light-sensitive light fixture at your front or back door, or you can install this switch on an existing fixture that you have, or you can take the cheaper, simpler route, which I like, just simply install a new bulb. Now, Fight Electric has come out with an LED bulb. This is their 60-watt bulb, and it operates just like you would changing out another bulb. You just put this one in. The nice thing is once you get it tightened down, you can swivel the light and you can see that there's a light sensor here. So you just want to make sure that that's pointed to the outside so that it can detect when the sun goes down and when the sun comes up so that the light will turn on and off by itself. There's no need to worry about a switch now because it is ready to go. So you can have the option of replacing a fixture or just installing a switch, or do the safer, quicker, easier route, just install a new light bulb.
We're helping my middle daughter Melanie and her two roommates make some improvements to the house they rent together. Up next, a Wi-Fi video doorbell.
I'm pretty sure this doorbell's probably 100 years old.
Just a few years older than the house, huh? All right, we'll go ahead and get this one taken off and we'll get that one installed.
Okay.
Should be able to use the same wiring, and then you set it up on your app that you already have that installed.
I think so.
Then you'll finally be able to see the strangers at the door, Kate. Did we have to cut the breaker for this?
Yes.
After the power was off, Chelsea opened up the ringer housing inside the house and installed a small power booster between the transformer and the doorbell. This device comes with the kit and ensures that the new camera doorbell combination will have sufficient power.
And of course, we'll save this and put this in your box of
Goodies.
yes.
Do you need somebody with smaller hands to do that?
Longer wire. Would it have killed the original installer to give me 1 more inch of doorbell wire? It's like just barely enough wire. All right, make sure it's nice and tight so the wire stays in there. So we can push this button. All right, we got it spinning, so now we're set it up over here.
The Ring app is now connected to your Ring video doorbell.
So you're connecting the doorbell to the home's Wi-Fi.
The Ring video doorbell is getting ready to connect to your Wi-Fi network. This might take a moment. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Not only does the doorbell show you who's at your house, but it even has a little bit of an attitude. All right, let's see what it looks like.
Go ahead and ring the doorbell. All right. Let's see. There we are. Hi.
Okay, so now if someone wants to ring their doorbell,
I mean, you can see us, definitely. Pretty far back, too.
Got a very short visitor.
Oh my gosh. And you can talk to them. Let's see. Hello.
Leave the Amazon package there.
All right, and then when you're done, you just send it.
Awesome.
Pretty cool.
Love it. All right, let's get the trim on and then we'll be all done.
Next, we need to find a fix for these ugly accordion closet doors in Melanie's room.
Okay, I know you and Chelsea have been talking about how to get rid of this ugliness. What did you decide? I mean, if you weren't renting, of course, this would be the first thing to go.
Well, we were talking about it and she was suggesting possibly putting up some curtains. And so at our old rental house, remember those curtains that I had? I had that whole window wall.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And so I had those white curtains
And you
with
saved
the
it.
curtain rod and all that. So
The sizing gonna be all
we
right?
thought that we could just reuse them here.
What about the curtain rod?
Cover it all up. Got it.
Oh, and that's why I'm
cover
in
up?
here. That's why I'm in here. I see. Okay.
So we measure the space using the curtain rod as a gauge. The brackets will go as high as possible to keep the curtains from dragging on the floor. Because of the location, we know we'll hit studs on either side of the closet and the header right in the middle.
Okay, now I hope that we can thread those rods through there.
I'm telling you, you can.
She's really gotten very confident in her home improvement skills.
Keep holding that
Okay.
there.
Some might even call it bossy.
You know what? That'll almost make it look like a window when you come in. You know?
Yep, that's the idea.
So once we thread a few more panels on and put them in place, it's finished. And the total cost?
I got each of these panels for $10.
So there's 4 panels.
Four
It's $40.
panels here.
What about the curtain rod?
The curtain rod was about 20.
40,
for
so
some-
60
one
bucks.
this wide.
And you could use it again.
And I am using it again.
You convinced me. Good job.
Now it's time to light up that patio.
All right, what are you up to? Never a good idea when you're alone.
Okay, I got something figured out here.
All right.
Okay, we're talking about the lights out here. Look what I found.
Oh, nice.
And all we need is a little help. So
Help. Let's do this.
it's gonna be fun.
Sometimes Dad comes up with really crazy, far-fetched ideas, but we have to go along with them because he's our dad. But this idea is actually a good one.
You ready for this little thing? Look, Charlie's helping me out over there. Charlie, these are some 1x2s I found in the garage. So we're gonna screw one of them to that 4x4, one over there.
Okay.
You gonna get in the tree there to do
I don't
this?
want to. I think it's your turn to use the gun. I showed you how to do it.
Good holding this last time.
Then Kate, Laurel, and I begin stringing the strands of lights from eye hooks on the eaves of the house out to the supports Chelsea and Melanie have attached to the fence.
All right, it's looking good. This is looking
I
good.
want to be the one to plug it in.
Yeah.
But in this case, we have a remotely controlled power strip, so
Give it a try.
Here we go.
See it? Wow.
and see that'll work.
great.
That'll work from inside. It'll work up to about, I don't know, I think 80 feet.
Wow.
I like it.
Love it.
I like it.
The home improvements we've made this week have not really been major changes. They weren't terribly expensive, nor are they intended to be permanent. But what we have managed to do is make their day-to-day life here a little more secure with things like the video doorbell and the Wi-Fi lock. The changes to the bookcase and the closet door will make it a little more attractive, and the ceiling fan, shower heads, and patio light will hopefully make it a little more convenient.
With the changes we've made at our house, I feel more secure, and that's very important to me.
It's also way more convenient now, especially with the new handheld shower head to wash the dogs. That was a big, big plus from everything we did.
And I really like the changes that we made that made the house a little bit more attractive. The poster boards and the bookcases, and then the curtains to cover up the accordion doors. Great changes.
I think Danny showed us how easy it was to make quick fixes and really customize a home to what you needed and what you wanted.
We were really taken back by how much he had done in such a short amount of time.
We would do it over again in a heartbeat.
Now, even though the name of our show is Today's Homeowner, I realize that a lot of you live in rental houses, apartments, or condos, and I hope we were able to show you how with just a little bit of money and a little bit of time, you can make a big difference in the appearance of your place and the functionality, just like Melanie, Kate, and Laurel did on this place. And when they move to the next rental house, or maybe their first home, they'll be able to take everything with them. Hey, thanks so much for being with us. I'm Danny Lipford. Join us next week right here on Today's Homeowner.